Yo, what's up, everybody? Back with another edition of Everyday Hoops. Hope you guys are having a good one. Today we're recapping the last games of the Sweet 16. Some more great games for you. Ready to talk about them. If you do like content around here, consider subscribing. I got college basketball content, NBA content. April is gonna be a lot more NBA content with the playoffs and stuff coming up. Very excited for that. Also got shorts up. Thank you guys for the views on the shorts, as well. If you like the content, consider subscribing. It helps out a lot. Really appreciate it. And let's not waste any more of your time. Let's get right into it with the games. So the first game we had was San Diego State taking on the number one Alabama. This was a really good game to start. Alabama got off to a really good start. It was very back and forth. San Diego State plays a very, kind of slow style of pace. Their star players weren't really doing that well to start. But San Diego State had Keishad Johnson and Darian Trammell. And then for Alabama, Mark Sears came off the bench and gave him a real spark. Javon Cornerly, as well. Brandon Miller was getting to the rim making layups. Pt.2, as well, was a very good interior force. But San Diego State has a 28-23 lead at halftime. Darren Terrell, Jaden Lee, as well. We're hitting shots, giving them a lot of energy off the bench in the game. San Diego State had a 28-23 lead. Going to the second half, Alabama starts the second half off well. Brandon Miller, it's a three-pointer. Javon Cornerly getting to the basket, Pt.2 in the lane, getting offensive rebounds, layups, dunks. It looked like Alabama might take the game. It looked like Alabama, it was a lot in Alabama's favor. They took a 9-point lead with 11 minutes left after a Nick Pringle dunk. And San Diego State, their star player, Matt Bradley, was very cold from the field. And it looked like they were running out of energy. But then, Darian Trammell and Nathan Mensah. Darian Trammell got hot, hitting threes, getting to the rim, doing everything to bring him back. And then Nathan Mensah in the paint, getting so many blocks on offense. Getting a lot of rebounds, offensive boards, and rebounds to set up for San Diego State. And then they take the lead after Item Seco three-pointer. And then, Alabama just kind of lost composure a little bit. They're just jacking up threes, getting to the rim, a lot of offensive fouls. San Diego State was running time, taking good shots, and playing some really good defense. And Michael Parrish hit some big shots. Jalen D getting to the rim. And, San Diego State took a 9-point lead with 3 minutes left. But come down, Alabama's just missing shots, getting to the rim, trying to draw contact, couldn't hit it. They're jacking up a lot of really kind of bad threes in transition and stuff. Brandon Miller couldn't buy a shot, and then Matt Bradley got it going. Matt Bradley didn't score his first field goal until 3 minutes left in the game, which is crazy because he's their leading scorer. He's the only player that averages double figures on their team, and he didn't score until the last few minutes of the game, and they won. And then they hit the shots. Bradley gets it going. Alabama can't hit anything, and San Diego State upsets Alabama 71-64. Alabama was number one in the entire tournament. They're out. Both teams did not shoot well from the field. San Diego State shot 38%. Alabama shot 32%. San Diego State hit 6 threes. Alabama was 3 for 27 from 3, 11%. San Diego State forced 14 Alabama turnovers. Darian Trammell. Gotta give him a lot of props. He had an amazing game. 21 points, shot 9 for 16, 3 for 5 from 3. He really was doing things when no one else was. Jaden Lee had 12 points off the bench. Michael Parrish had 9 and 8. Nathan Mensah had 9, 8, 5 blocks. In this game, he was setting up in the interior. It was just a really grinded out, slow game. That's what San Diego State plays. San Diego State is not a fast team. They're very, slowly grind out type of game. And that's what they did, and it worked. Alabama's a team that likes to jack up threes. And the ball wasn't falling, Mark Spears at 16 and 10, shot 4 for 11. Cornerly and Pt.2 each at 10. Brandon Miller had 9 and 11, shot 3 for 19 from the field, 1 for 10 from 3, had 6 turnovers. Not a great showing from him. But look at the three-point shooting in the team. Well, the shooting in general for Alabama. Cornerly was 4 for 13, Sears 4 for 11, Brandon Miller 3 for 19, Clowney 1 for 6. Off the bench, Griffin was 1 for 7. They shot 32% from the field. Shooting 32% from the field and 11% from 3, you're not going to win games. San Diego State really put it on them, and a big upset, great win for San Diego State, and they're moving on to their first ever Elite Eight. Next game we had was Miami and Houston. The first half, Miami, well, it was a very slow start, to the game, but then both teams got hot. Miami, Isaiah Wong, Luka Poplar, were doing their thing. For Houston, Jamal Mark started this game off hot as he did, as he ended the game hot. In their round of 32 game, Sweet 16 game, Jamal Mark started off hot. Yeah, Miami's bringing a lot of energy, getting easy dunks, layups. But Houston was doing the same thing, hitting threes. Marcus Sasser's hitting some threes. I mean, Sharp came hit a big three. It was a very back and forth first half, and then near the end, Miami started pulling away a little bit. Nigel Pack and North Chad O'Meara. Miami led 42-36 at halftime. Go to second half, and Miami starts off good again. North Chad O'Meara hits an and one. Jordan Miller hits a lead to make it an 11-point game. But then Jamal Shed brings Houston back. Jamal Shed getting to the rim, hitting little floaters, make it a 4-point game. It was a 2-point game at 1 point after Jamal Mark hit 2 free throws. And then Nigel Pack got it going. He hit 3 3-pointers in the span of like a minute or two to make it a 9-point lead. Then Jordan Miller hit a three. And yeah, threes just started flying from Miami. Nigel Pack was doing amazing, hitting threes, finding his team. Jordan Miller getting to the rim. North Chad O'Meara down low, getting a lot of rebounds down there, controlling the paint. And Houston just, their shot was not hitting. They weren't hitting free throws. They weren't hitting threes. They just went cold, and their defense couldn't sustain Miami's fast pace and 3-point shot. And Miami takes out Houston 89-75. Miami shoots 52% from the field, hit 11 threes. Houston shoots just 38%. It's the first time Houston's allowed 80 or more points in a game this season. Yeah, Miami just really outworked them. Nigel Pack was huge in this game. 26 points. He had 7 3-pointers. Isaiah Wong had 20 and 6. Jordan Miller had 13. Noah Chad O'Meara 12 and 13. And Luka Poplar had 11. All their starting five had double figures. Miami was just running up. Yeah, Houston a tough shooting day for all their guys. Jerace Walker's the leading scorer, 16, 11, and 5 with 4 blocks, but he shot 4 for 16. Sasser and Mark each had 14. Sasser was 4 for 12. Mark was 4 for 13. Jamal Shadd had 15 points. He shot 6 for 11. Tough shooting day for Houston and Miami. That's why I said I picked Miami to beat Houston because Miami, they're just a really good team. They're really underrated as a 5 seed. They've been one of the best teams in the ACC the entire year, and then they lost in the ACC tournament, which kind of brought them down a little bit. But Miami's still really good. Isaiah Wong is a great guard, running transition, getting to the rim. Nigel Pack is a very good point guard. As well, they got Jordan Miller, Luke Poplar, and they just have so much. They have fast pace running. They could run on you. They can score in the half court as well. They got really good bucket getters. They hit threes. They're very solid defense as well. Like Miami's got the formula, man. Miami's got the formula, and they take out the last 1 seed. And now all of the 1 seeds are gone before they get to the Elite Eight, which is insane. The first time ever since seeding was made that no number 1 has made it to the Elite Eight. But it's been insane. What a insane year for college basketball. We haven't seen any year like this. And it's only going to get better, man. But yeah, shout out to Miami, man. Honestly, I feel like Miami has a chance to really win it all. Like, I really love Miami's team. I think they have a really good chance to win it all, man. I really do. The next game we had was Princeton against Creighton. This is a game I was very excited to see. And for Creighton, they got off to a great start. Baylor Shireman got off to a great start, hitting a couple of threes. Trey Alexander, Ryan Kalkbrenner. That's what I said. A key to this game for Creighton to win was get Ryan Kalkbrenner involved and have a big game. And they did that. Creighton got off to a really good start. Princeton was missing a lot of shots from 3, so they decided to go to the paint. Tosan, Evboam, Caden Pierce, they were starting to get to the paint. And that's how they came back in this game, getting to the rim. And it became a really good game. Creighton led 47-43 at halftime. Pretty high scoring first half. Both these teams are getting to the paint. Not a lot of 3-pointers being hit. The second half, and Creighton starts off great. Ryan Kalkbrenner, again, getting him involved. Ryan Nemhard. Big part of the second half too. Arthur Kaluma doing a lot of things at both ends. Getting blocks, playing really good defense on the other end. Getting to the rim, getting easy jumpers. Yeah, and Princeton just couldn't keep up, honestly. Their 3-point shot wasn't really falling. Except for Ryan Langberg, really, and Tosan. Those two were being really good. But yeah, for Creighton, it was just everybody. Trey Alexander, Baylor Scheidman was hitting threes. Arthur Kaluma getting to the rim, while Kalkbrenner down low. And Creighton ends up winning 86-75. Crane shoots 58% from the field. They shot 9 for 24. Princeton shot 46%. They actually shot 43% from three as well. And Princeton forced a lot of turnovers. But Crane had 18 assists to 13 assists for Princeton. And they had 36 rebounds to 24 from Princeton. Crane just had more all-around attack. Cogburner had 22 and 5. Braylor Charlemagne 21 9 and 4, hit 5 threes. Trey Alexander had 19 points, and then Arthur Kaluma had 10 and 6. Yeah, if you have 4 starters scoring double figures, you have a pretty good chance of winning this game. You know, they just played a really good all-around game. For Princeton, Ryan Langberg got 26, hit 4 threes, and Tosan Ebouam 24, 6, and 9. But yeah, Matt Loco 2 for 10. Pierce and Kelman combined for 8 points. Blake Peters is decent off the bench. But yeah, Princeton just didn't have enough really, and Creighton just had a better team. You know, but Princeton, gotta give applause to them. You know, they really came a long way. You know, beating Arizona, beating Missouri, made it all the way to the Sweet 16 as a 15 seed is not an easy thing to do. And they came out and they played really good. You know, so yeah, you got to give all their credit to Princeton. But now we go Creighton going to the next round. They're a very dangerous team as well because they have a lot of really good players on their team. And the final game we had was Xavier, Texas. Texas got off to a really good start in this game. Marcus Carr was doing everything, finding his teammates, hitting shots. They started this game off 15-4. Xavier tried to make a comeback with the 3-point shot, but Texas was just doing really good. You know, Marcus Carr hit a crazy 3 at the shot clock buzzer. Tyrese Hunter doing really solid. Christian Bishop, and Texas just hitting more shots, honestly, and playing with more intensity. Xavier missed a lot of 3-pointers in this game. Texas defense has been really good. Texas went up to a 42-25 start to end of the first half after Tyrese Hunter, Timmy Allen got going. Second half, Xavier tried to make a comeback, but Texas again, Tyrese Hunter, Sir'Jabari Rice, those two were doing everything, finding their teammates, also hitting shots. Marcus Carr hitting some threes, and Texas ends up winning 83-71. Just a really good game, even without Dylan Disu, who only played 2 minutes before leaving the game. Texas shoots 52% from the field, 58% from three. Xavier shot 44%, 41% from three. They tried to get going near the end of the game. By that point, it was already too late. Texas forced 12 turnovers. They had 16 assists to 12 assists for Xavier. For Texas, Tyrese Hunter had 19 points. Marcus Carr had 18. Christian Bishop had 18 and off the bench. Sir'Jabari Rice had 16 off the bench. And then Timmy Allen had 11 points. For Xavier, Kunkel had 21. Hit 5 threes. Kobe Jones had 15, 6, and 7. Jack Nungy, 15 and 11. Solely Boom had 12. But Texas, you're getting 25 points off the bench. Like, to 5 for Xavier, that's huge. You know, and the 3-point shot was really falling for them early. Their guards were playing amazing in this game. And Texas going to the Elite Eight. They're going to be a very tough team as well. I mean, they have on both sides. They got the guard play. They got the big man play when Disu is playing. We don't know. Hopefully, he's still healthy. Christian Bishop as well, bringing a lot of energy off the bench. They got the defense that's been a lot better. Texas has a real shot, especially while the 1 seed's gone. Texas has a real shot to win this whole thing. You know, but yeah, the Elite Eight the Elite Eight starts today, tomorrow, the weekend. There's gonna be some more good games. We have the final 8 teams left. And who would have thought there are no 1 seeds left? It's gonna be insane. Gonna be a lot more great games. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Once again, if you do like the content on here, consider subscribing, turn notifications. Got a lot of stuff coming out. NBA, college, shorts, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.